What's up? You all caught me at a fun time. I was trying to do one last little thing, but it's my fault, not yours.
Well, and we're live, I guess. That's the way to do this.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Nick and Zac Show with no Nick. It's a Zac and Zac takeover. That work? That
Zach with an H and
thing?
Zach with nothing but just a lonely C.
Well, yeah, because it's supposed to be that way. My name is Zac, not Zach.
Well, Zach with H is kind of cool too. Anyhow, now we just need one with a K.
If I can get some of this thing, like that way I can post up on the Facebook page while we're doing this, now that it's actually moving, But,
yeah. And I apologize. Now my snow blower is in the place it needs to be for the weather tomorrow. I was moving it out from the hole that I had it in.
Right.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me. My fingerprints
No.
on it. You can't prove it.
No, you're fine. It's we're getting a little bit of attitude from a 4-year-old today. You know the feeling.
Oh, I'm getting attitude from an 8-year-old, 9-year-old, and a 3-year-old right now. Almost 3-year-old right now.
Well, my 13-year-old's not been able to be at the house for the last couple of weeks, but don't worry, we get him this coming weekend.
I'm kind of chuckling right now because, I told them, all I wanted was 45 minutes of them cleaning up their rooms. Just 45 minutes. That's it. No particular goal of mine. Just work on it for 45 minutes. And
where did that get you?
Getting some very good comedic relief looking through the window from the garage into the house down the hallway, watching the kids flipping out. I like it.
Why are all the children flipping out?
Kinley's trying to go back there and play, and they're trying to do their chore. That's the icing on the cake.
Well, so yesterday we had a show. It's wish you could have made it because it could have kept going at least or something. But yeah, it was. It started to catch some momentum, and then it was just over. It was just over.
Well, in some ways, that's how some shows wind up going, but
not
all of them, and not hitting a brick wall.
That was beyond hitting a brick wall. I mean, that
was more like going ahead and trying to hit a armored bunker.
No, the thing was, it started moving. It actually started picking up, and then it's I'm gonna have to go. Not I only got 5 more minutes left. Not a wind down, just I need to go now. Well, how did that?
That rebar through the concrete. You start going through the concrete, and then you hit the rebar, and it just stops.
Yeah. It didn't make any sense. I take it you watched the show then.
The majority. I skipped ahead a little bit at times.
I'm sorry.
Things happen that are beyond explanation.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that one.
Right. No, I'm not trying to tear into the concept, but I started getting messages, personal messages from viewers. And we obviously don't have that many viewers on that show. There was literally 4 views. I started getting views asking what was going on.
You had 100% of viewers contacting you?
Yeah, damn near. Actually, I think I was at 90%.
And of course, everybody's probably wondering where the hell I was to begin with yesterday.
No, it wasn't that. It was literally are you guys not on the same page? Maybe you guys need to stop and discuss some things. And it's which shows have you noticed don't carry? And they're like, well, all the other ones have. But, it's exactly. The only ones have been when it's solely just me and Nick.
Yeah.
That's when we're having issues.
So what I was going to say was to the viewers, if there are any right now, that I apologize for not being on yesterday, but I had the opportunity, one, to diagnose what was wrong with my microwave, and it's a built-in microwave with a vent to the outside over the range. So, kind of need that to diagnose what was wrong to fix it, hopefully cheaply, and it is a very cheap fix. Just got to wait for parts now. Thermal fuse blew in it, so I don't know what I'm doing with a multimeter. I'll admit it. I don't know what I'm doing with a multimeter half the time. So I had my stepdad come over and help me with it, and he figured it all out. At the same time, he fixed 3 outlets in this house that have not been working for probably the better part of 3 years. So that's what I was in the middle of yesterday, learning. I was actually learning something after having been up since 3 a.m. and working and having a truck break down on me and all that other horse shit. But that's work related, so who cares?
Well, with that multimeter, you take and you stick one in your mouth and the other in your ear, and then you actually get your voltage reading.
There's probably not much of anything firing, and there's probably no amperage either.
Well, I mean, it just goes off the concept of, Uncle Fester with the light bulb.
Yeah, but I mean, there's probably nothing there. It's probably all just dead.
Yeah, so is he.
I was trying to make the dead stuff work halfway yesterday. Put it that way.
Well, here's the question. So, like, is it worth fixing the microwave then?
Yeah, it saves me about $300, $400 if I were to replace it.
Fair enough, but you've got
Plus
that
installation because it's hooked up to a vent going to the outside, so that's the other part of it that would be rather interesting to try and pull off. So I'd actually probably pay somebody to do it.
Right, but you've got that home warranty thing, right?
Yeah, and actually I'm going to be canceling it because, I'm going to hold off on canceling it until after springtime and after it starts to warm up a bit.
Have a maintenance fund?
Well, that, and at the same time, with how much I've put into it already, they're not exactly the cheapest things to continue. They're $75 a month.
Right.
And over the past 4 years, you can do the math on that. I could have already replaced my AC, but which needs replaced because it's getting to the point that it's not worth fixing. But if my air conditioner were to blow up, I'd only be paying $400 out of pocket instead of $5,000.
No,
to replace it. Yeah,
no,
to
it doesn't
replace
cost
the whole system. No, the quote that I got is anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000.
What, they have to replace your furnace too?
Part of it is in the attic, and part of it is outside.
Kind of
AC. It's a central air control. It's a central AC.
Right.
So the entire house. So the actual cost in today's dollars is anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000.
Look, bud, I could put in that system way cheaper than that, and then you just have somebody come inspect it.
Well, the initial purchasing of a system is from $3,000 to $4,000, and the installation is anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000.
I literally looked up the unit because, like, I have all electric house, right? Unit
I need a 3-ton unit.
Where it's the blower system, right? That blower system, because I've got all electric house, so I'd have to install ductwork, everything else. Blower system, AC unit, right? The outdoor compressor system, and it was only going to cost me like $2,200 to buy the thing. That. But
it depends on. There's a lot of contributing factors to it all, and for me to get a type of system that I would want that would last as long as I need and also be as energy efficient as I would like it to be. The most energy efficient systems are like $6,000 to $7,000 installed.
3-ton, 14 SEER, multi-speed Goodman central air conditioner split system, multi-position.
Yeah. See, and that system won't work in this place because that's the stand-up type that goes into a closet pretty much.
Okay, well, hold on.
I need the air handler that's in the attic.
$1,956. So that's for that version of the system, right? So all you're doing is compressing it down.
Bear with me one moment here. I'm going to have to pause my camera and mute my mic just for 1 minute.
Of course you will, Nick.
No. Hey, at least I give you a heads up. Hold on 1 second.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, this is what you need. A little small unit that's about the same size as the outdoor unit. 2.5 ton, 16 SEER, 90K BTU, 80% AFU, $2,200. $2,200. You're insane. $6,000. Let's see. 3.5 ton, 15.10 SEER, 90,000 BTU, that $2,900. So there's your $3,000 there. Feel better? I found one closer to your price. I don't like that price. That's what I need for my house too. Of course, he disappears. He mutes the camera, mutes his mic. God.
Yes.
What is going on? Look at your screen right now. What
it's all
psycho?
fuckered up.
What psycho?
It looks like I'm getting ready to be abducted by aliens because of the light above me.
Right.
2.5
ton, 13 SEER. This is technically a 3-piece unit, right? $2,500.
Yeah.
$2,500.
Yep.
So I'm not saying you're $4,000.
Well, installation and all that too.
This thing?
I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to go up in the attic and look and see what the hell it is.
Okay, but point me. Oh, this is for a gas furnace. So furnace air conditioning system. I've got no gas in this house, so that's okay. The one I would need that would be.
Yeah, I got fuel oil instead. Hot water baseboard.
Well, look in here. The preferred one for my house, it cost me $4,700.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, because it's.
I will later. Okay, bye. Go. Offset speak here. That shouldn't be happening. Bye bye. Bye bye. I would actually like to have something like that because it's zoned. I shut the doors, don't have to run things.
Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, I would
$5,000.
actually like to have something set up like that.
Yeah, that's like my entire tax return.
But I thought because I already have holes in the ceiling for vents for the AC system to begin with, that if I went with the ceiling cassettes.
Yeah, where they're like the recessed lighting, but for the AC system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go with the ceiling cassettes, it'd probably be better off because I just use the holes that are already existing.
No, I don't have holes existing
make them
there.
bigger.
That was my thought as well.
Yeah, and as long as you don't have radiant heat, you'd be good.
I have radiant heat, so fuck off.
Oh.
Baseboard heaters. I'm all electric.
I'm talking about the ceiling radiant heat.
Oh, no. I've got all baseboard radiant heat.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's
right,
the fact of if it was from the ceiling radiating down, you'd have big problems with it.
Those units are also heaters.
Oh, yeah.
So I could actually have to control the temperature in the room much better.
But if you actually had ceiling radiant heat, you'd have to watch the wires in the ceiling. You see what I'm saying? Whereas you don't have to worry about that now.
No, instead
you have baseboard heaters. You're good.
Instead, I have to watch the wires in the floor.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, that's okay. Like right there, I'm thinking that's where one of the outdoor air vents is. Right there along where our freaking sink is. It's cold. It's like at least 10 to 15 degrees colder. You can feel it with your feet.
Yeah.
In like a straight line. Right
See,
there.
now that's where my kitchen, I have a couple issues with the heating system and it's not really, I guess it's not really an issue, but okay, so the dining room has the one baseboard heater basically going from the fridge in the kitchen around the wall to the hallway. And then the living room has two of them running the entire length of those walls.
Right.
The kitchen has none, but that's because of the layout of the kitchen. Honestly, where are you going to put one? You've seen how my kitchen is with the huge pantry shelves all on one side.
because you disappeared right during the very midst of it, that we do have the comment that it's ghosts coming after you, right? You realize that when your phone did its
That would not
thing.
surprise me.
You think your house is haunted?
No, but my life is. Actually, we kind of know the house is haunted in a way, but anyhow.
How's that?
With doing some research, and it was before the previous owner, so they didn't have to disclose it to me. In 2005, there was an electrical fire, and a guy died of smoke inhalation that used to own the property. So they actually gutted the entire house and redid it. That makes sense?
No, I think you're full of crazy. That's all.
No, you can actually look it up. My house did actually catch on fire in 2005, and the guy
No, I
did die.
believe that, but I mean on your house being haunted.
Well, there's some things that just kind of don't add up and don't make sense. But, you know, what place built 40, 50, no, 7? Okay, math is not my strong point now. What the hell?
Right.
Over 60 years ago.
We're hearing third party on somebody that's like, can you send me the link? Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You'll find out every time we go live.
Is it Dingus Maximus?
No.
Huh?
No. I don't know who that.
Is it mine?
No. What? No. Oh, you're talking messaging. Got it. No. This is not. I was thinking like some weird Transformers reference, and I just was not getting it. I was like, is Shia LaBeouf showing up too while we're at it? Megan Fox? You know?
Oh, my face is haunted. Wow. Thanks.
No, the messaging. It's your phone.
Oh.
But, you know. But no. So, and see how this is going. In 7 minutes. Look at the weird ass topics we've hit. I've had all sorts of topics. I shit you not. I lined this one up good. I was like, so I know you don't want to be political, but we have to touch this one political thing.
Yeah.
Go on. Right, go on. I know you said you caught part of the show, but just like disappeared. I texted. I was like, really?
Talking about politics, you know, it kind of just went like this.
Yeah, except completely gone.
Except for I came back.
Right. Well, he did eventually too, but I have to run this one by you. Okay, first of all, why?
Had to screw with you. Sorry.
I knew what you were doing though. Like his literally like it left the whole studio. Like on my end, completely gone. Like you, I can see it just goes to the circle.
Yeah, I'm just being an ass.
To ensure that I didn't make some sort of white supremacy sign, I used my middle finger to show the circle. I wouldn't want to make the okay sign because that's...
Well, we just go like this, full circle. Is that what you mean, full circle?
Right, except for it looks like you're prepping to stick something in your mouth right now, so the angle of the camera just doesn't fit.
Wow.
Doesn't fit. But no.
Somebody's dreaming again.
You might be, not me.
No, it sounds like you're dreaming again.
No, we're good. You can keep trying. But it does segue the fact that you're making circles like that and aiming them downwardly up towards your face. Pete Buttigieg is going to be the Secretary of Transportation.
Systemically racist transportation industry.
But my question is, with what experience does he need the Department of Transportation? Like, they complained about the last administration and it nominating people that really shouldn't have been in positions. Sure, you might be right, but then you go and do the same thing. Like, why?
I have an inappropriate comment to throw into that one. He knows enough about the transportation industry because drivers take it in the ass every day. I'm
and
sorry.
just like
all
that,
the rules
we
and
got banned
regulations.
from YouTube. But no, so
I had to. I couldn't resist.
You could have resisted, but you didn't even attempt to. But the
I
thing
tried
being,
to filter.
the department, or the Federal Aviation Administration, right? And the problem is everybody's like, I don't know enough about the guy. It's like, really? Like, I don't understand where you're not getting this. Federal Aviation, like I stressed it like 6 times. aviation.
The people that regulate everything in the sky, pretty much, that's not considered outer space, because we have the Space Force for that now.
No, actually, the FAA actually has to approve SpaceX to go interorbital with Starship.
That's because they're going through the regular atmospheric levels first, so they have to approve going up to space.
No, they have to approve satellite. Like you, as a company, to be able to put satellites in space and leave them there, they have to approve that too for the U.S.
Oh.
Yeah, from what I'm understanding. That there's permits they have to give you to do these things.
Interesting.
Because you're breaking, like they have a permit to go like certain distance into the atmosphere, right? But interorbital to leave the atmosphere, they need a special permit to go farther.
Yeah.
But NASA can do whatever the fuck they want.
Oh, they've always been able to.
But Lawrence Wild Goose. Do you think he has some experience? Buttigieg, I don't think has experience for Department of Transportation. I think Wild Goose, though, might have some aviation experience. And see, how hard is that
to stick? That'd be inappropriate, too. I'm going to leave that one alone. That's
how hard is it to stick with that topic where you know that like 90% of this show is shtick, especially if I lead up. Look, you have to give me answers here. Like, let me have this one topic, and I mean, obviously, I'm going somewhere with it. Like, I'm going somewhere with it.
Yeah, I can't go where I want to go with this. No. I can't.
And one of the other topics I tried to bring up is, look, stay away.
I'm talking about Wild Goose, okay? I mean, Wild Goose. I mean, let's be realistic here.
I guess it's better than Wild Turkey.
Wild Turkey would make for a fun flight. But a Wild Goose might take down a plane.
No, it'll stop it from staying in air. They're going to have to be like, nope, you need to ground the plane right now.
It'll mess up the turbines.
Well, yeah, because they're going to have to. They're going to do it while it's on the ground, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm dancing your subject, but
it's fine. That's fine. Get me away from it.
Take it as they will.
Get me away from it.
But no,
one of those you do got to get me away from it.
One of the topics I brought up, like it or hate it, and yes, I believe Trump nominated some people who shouldn't have, but the VA has done major improvements within the last 4 years.
Oh my God, have they ever? I can literally go to any urgent care in this area and have it covered by the VA. I don't have to wait to make an appointment with primary care at this point.
Now here's
my schedule for work, it's perfect.
Well, here's where it gets more complicated, though. I said, now ignore whoever's in charge of the VA itself. That's always just somebody hands that over to their friend, right? There's a lot of people that probably were good and left during the Trump administration for political reasons, and there's probably a lot of people that were bad that aren't gone yet, but they at least cleaned house. They made it easier to fire people. Now the new administration is bringing back a lot of the directors that were let go or left, however you want to look at it. They're bringing them back. And that makes me nervous as a veteran who's watched bad systems slowly improve, that you bring back rotten apples. Now, I don't know enough about each individual coming back, but do we need them?
It makes you wonder, like any new claims, how long the process will be. Because, I mean, we went from a point where
6 months.
No, a year and a half average time frame to do a claim.
You were at a minimum of 6 months or more. No, you would.
The average was a year and a half, 2 years.
Well, 6 months to get seen for your evaluation.
Yeah, exactly. And then you wind up having people like me, where things have been streamlined through the online process.
Yeah.
And you're actually able to bypass going to see somebody else who's unrelated to the VA, that's an employee of the state, who may or may not be worthless. I don't know. My local one, in my opinion, worthless. VSO.
Right.
I completely bypassed him, did my claim, and I actually had an appointment in 3 weeks and a rating in 5. Start to finish claim, 5 weeks done.
No, let's try this. I get out of the Army in 2013, right?
Yeah.
I try navigating the system. I am lost in the system. They have me registered at Fort Knox still, but they're telling me I need to call the state of Michigan to register. The federal's got to release me from Knox, but nobody's telling me that I'm even registered with VA. I had no idea. I happened to get the wrong person on the federal side. They fix it, get me enrolled in Michigan. I shit you not, with no evaluation, I started receiving my disability checks in 2015. Now, I got out of the Army in the beginning of 13, and I could never even get anything filed. I don't even know where the fuck the paperwork got filed at. I don't know how they started doing it. That they just go, and they went off my eval from 2013 and only on the things I was up for medical retirement with.
I
all the rest.
Answer that question, but kind of not. So during that time frame of getting out, I even had it where you wind up in your out processing from active duty, having to see somebody that's related to the VA. So they take all your medical paperwork and go ahead and file it on your behalf with or without your knowledge.
Okay. But the problem is, I had family get out of the Army in 2014.
Yeah.
And they started collecting within a month of getting out of the Army. Now, granted, they were at like 10%. I was at the time was at 50. When I started
and there was less
my,
of a medical record to flip through too.
Well, I'm sure, but you get my point. Within a month, receiving. And they were
and under the old system, it seemed like the thinner the packet, the faster it went through. The thicker packet, I don't feel like messing with that today. I'm going to set it over here. And then that pile gets bigger and bigger and bigger and takes longer to get through. That's how it seemed, the old system.
Yeah. But now everything just processes.
Oh, yeah. And if you do it online, I'm a big advocate. Just do it online. Seriously.
Right.
It's self-explanatory. As you answer the questions on there, online, it fills out the form automatically for you. So at the end, all you got to do is hit submit.
Right.
It's pretty easy. It's really easy, almost too easy.
Oh, I believe it. And this is conversation literally in 28 minutes. We've jumped through enough conversation, and we haven't even dwindled it down. That took dragging teeth out for 32.
Well, and also at the same time, I did you a little bit of a favor. I started about 3.5 hours ago.
I've been going for a while. I watched 3 episodes of Picard though on CBS because when Shasta got her new phone, we got.
Who's the other viewer? What's the
I
name?
don't know who our other viewer is, but hello, other viewer. That's why I brought it up on the thing. But I was trying to finish my statement, which was we got that Apple TV for a year for free because Shasta got a new phone.
Yeah.
And with that, we now have CBS because it's got.
I got it.
Paw Patrol and some bubble guppy thing or something. I don't know. It's got some nonsense.
Well, we're going to look into it. We found out, we saw an advertisement last night where we could get Discovery Plus free for 6 months with Verizon, but I got to look into the details on it. All I saw was Discovery Plus free for 6 months, Verizon.
No, you
already have Verizon, so I might actually add a line just so I can go ahead and have a business phone instead and get the free Discovery Plus.
You're right. We can stick our business phone number down in the ticker.
Well, it seriously makes it easier in a way if I actually get another phone that's business related. Because then I can totally write off the entire cost of that line where all I take with it is business calls.
Right.
Like work, reserves, all that stuff. And just have this as my personal one where my friends, including you, my friends, have this number
Right.
And then I have a totally different number for everybody else and tell them, hey, look, you want to get in contact with me, get in contact with me this way.
And set it up.
Turn it off and not worry about it.
No. Set it up with call forwarding so it goes to the phone you've got anyways, but it's all a tax write-off.
Yeah.
But no, so anyways, I've got AT&T, so with that, I get HBO Max for free, right? Because I get one thing free. I get the HBO Max for free. But the problem is, I've got Fire Stick, and because Fire Stick doesn't have an HBO Max, it doesn't have an HBO Max app. It just has the HBO app. Guess what? I never get to watch.
Yep, exactly.
Which is why when
now, whenever a viewer pops up on there, does it give like a username to you?
No, it just up here. It shows me the little thing that's just saying.
It just shows that basically another tally mark.
Yeah, it just says live viewers, blah blah blah. If that, I don't know who the other viewer is, but
can they comment, please?
They could comment. They could comment just in general. They could say hello. Most viewers, when they come on people's web shows, they hop in. Hi everybody.
Tell me I'm an idiot. Anything.
Yeah. So
tell me you would prefer Nick to be here. I don't care.
Right. I haven't heard that yet though. If you're
what
Nick,
have you heard? I haven't heard yet. What have you heard?
The question I got asked was, is either we need to get ourselves on the same page, and that might be the issue, or what
we discussed earlier.
Is he wanting to do this still? It was kind of the question I got asked, and I was like, I don't have a good answer right now. I haven't heard one way or the other. But then, one question I got, well, why don't you guys? If he wants 30-minute shows, why does he? Why not agree to it and then be like, if it goes long, it goes long? I said, no. I agreed to the reverse, and I won't do it because I blocked out 3 hours of my life for every show.
Now, another question for the viewers. How many do we have?
2. And 1
2.
time.
Okay. Who's the bigger buzzkill?
Ooh.
Because I've been called buzzkill before, too. So, who's the bigger buzzkill?
Probably me. I bring all the idiots on the show.
You're definitely the better moderator. I'm going to say that flat out.
I probably am. I keep the conversation rolling. I mean, that's the thing. Other than the fact I need to replace my microphone. Right now, I'm shooting in low resolution just to try to slow down my internet draw. So I'm sure my visual's a little shitty, but yeah.
Who's your internet provider?
Time Warner, Spectrum, whatever they're calling themselves right now. But we've still got people in the house under quarantine, so I literally can't have anybody come to the house to look at the internet.
I have a tiny interruption, a tiny person interruption here. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Fine. Hi, little people. Stay off your screen.
Oh, they're off the screen, and the headset's in, and I hit mute on the mic there real quick, so you guys don't even really get to hear them.
Good. I like it.
Okay, so I'm no longer the buzzkill. Thank you.
No, you were showstopper.
Thank you, solo commenting viewer.
No, Nick was always buzzkill. You were showstopper.
I already know who that is, so anyhow.
The thing is, Nick was like, he's so out of it, he doesn't even recognize names of our people anymore.
Oh.
He asked
I only recognize really 3 or 4 names, so we'll put it like that.
Well, I mean, I've had
little beer eater.
I've had over the time people. That's right. I could jump off, and I could jump off quick enough to go pour a drink and know the show's going to keep going. I did watch him trying to go through, deal with my camera freeze, but.
You know, showstopper's a compliment in another way, but we'll leave that alone.
No, that was Miss Jackson, and that was a Super Bowl, and you're never going to be on a Super Bowl.
Well, you know, it could be a showstopper, but this isn't an appropriate show to stop.
Right. But
I'm just wrong.
But no,
it doesn't pay to be right. It pays to be wrong.
Here's my thing, and the comment has been made to me, and I tried bringing it up to him too, but it only went about so far. You've got a PlayStation. He does not. He would have to get one, but you've got a PlayStation in your house.
Yeah, technically yes. It's currently not here right this very second, but yes.
No, not right now.
It's across the yard.
We could do a few shows, like one show a month or one show, whatever, where we're playing video games, because you would talk while you play games, and we're playing and sucking at video games and get views of.
I suck at them. You guys would be laughing at me because I'd be the one getting killed while you guys are going on and everything. Basically, I'd be the one going, Leroy. Yeah, you know what I mean.
That's not how you're supposed to play.
Well, I'd be the one being the sacrifice, doing the whole hunger, saying I volunteer as tribute.
Well, see, the problem is I've done it with my cousin on the show before. He doesn't talk. When he's playing, no communication. You're like, I need help, and then he just either shows or doesn't show.
You'd probably be hearing me cursing more than anything else. Of course, some of my rants are pretty comical as well, because I wind up combining words in such a way that it sounds like an artist. That's what I mean. Yeah, my wife is just like, no, when I called for help, he always showed up. I said, yeah, but he never told you he was coming. He just shows up. It's like it's like the house guest that, they get, why did you answer the door with a gun? I didn't know anybody was coming over. I've done that before. I hate admitting that, but yeah, I've answered the door like that before.
I've lived in some bad neighborhoods. That's the only way you answered the door, even if you knew somebody was coming over.
Yeah, in case somebody was walking down the street behind them.
You just set your hand back just right, like behind the door, so they don't know, because then they don't realize that, oh, yeah, that whole time they were literally in a moment's notice, because then they're like, oh, and you're just like, yeah, okay, we'll set this down.
Now, the question is, though, have you ever worked a night shift job and been woken up by a police officer wanting to question you about something that happened while you were sleeping during the day and accidentally answered the door that way?
No. Have you ever had your house searched because EOD was on their way over to your house?
I remember that.
So for the viewers right now,
you called me while they were searching.
The guy was great. The cop was really nice. My neighbor, I had a concrete.
And then you had me on the line explaining to him what the markings meant.
Well, maybe, I don't remember now, but no, because he knew that they were concrete filled. That might have been a different time then. But no, or that might have been somebody else.
No, there was one of those imitation rounds.
Yeah, but there was no pulling my phone out when he was there. It was literally how was it? He got called on me. They called the police, and EOD was on standby because I had a concrete-filled mortar shell for looks sitting on my porch. I had an Ivan out there, and the neighbor had
we have Jess.
Pulling the thing around to take the pictures to send in. They literally moved it because I was like, that's not where it was at anyways. And the guy's like, yeah, I can see that it moved. And they had to search my house. It was either voluntarily let the police search my house with no warrant,
or they were going to have a warrant.
Or they were bringing EOD in, and I was being arrested until they were done.
Oh, my God.
So I let the cop, I was like, yeah, I'll let
Is that when the rust bucket was sitting out there, too?
Do what?
Is that when you had the rust bucket out there, too?
No, I don't think I had that yet.
Converted from 4-door to 2-door?
Yeah, no, I didn't have that yet. But no, so I shit you not. And I'll be the first one to tell viewers, do not show up to my house without a fucking warrant. I let the cops in because I knew how bad this was getting. Because I was like, I got one police officer here. This is much more trustworthy than me in cuffs, face down on the freaking in a cruiser while a bunch of people search my house.
Oh yeah.
Because I was, I'm renting and it's a house trailer. I don't know what is like hidden in this house, so I know he's not looking in places that drugs may be. like the vents and shit. So he's just like glancing through, and I've got a no.
Well, no, he didn't have anything like that in there, but at the same time, who knows about the tenant before him?
Right, exactly. Because I've been in for 2 or 3 weeks. And you never go searching your vents when you rent a place, even though you really, really should. I highly recommend searching your vents.
No matter how expensive the rent is at that place, basically go ahead, if you know somebody with a K9, let them go through it.
Yeah, because drugs will get found on random houses. The neighbor's house actually had it hidden in the vents. That's how I found that out. I was like, oh, but anyways, so he goes through it, and I've got you go to the surplus store, you can buy the hand grenade shells, like the training grenade shit, right? No fuse,
that are drilled out,
drilled in the bottom, the whole 9 yards. I've got one of those. I had a mine detector.
Yep.
I had all sorts of stuff at the time, and he saw all my puff boxes. He's like, "Hey, can I? You got an extra one of those?" I said, "Yeah, you can have one. I've got several." I said, "You can have one." So he got one.
You have interesting stuff happening there too.
Sorry, child just thunked down on top of the dog, and the dog started like whining because they're mean to each other. So, it's like siblings when it comes to the dog and the kid. Of course. So you've got problems too because you've muted your microphone. So, anyways, he ends up showing up after.
More like a quick little personal problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm going through at the very moment when, of course, your microphone's muted at the same time that you can't carry the show for half a second. No. So I've got the hand grenade and things like that, but he asked for if I had a tough box, and I gave him, I said, yeah. He's like, when my shift's over, I'll come over. He brought me a bottle of Elijah Craig. I was like, okay, nice. So, we both start, doing a couple drinks of this Elijah Craig, and he sits there with me for a good, and Zach's gone. That's awesome. Sits there with me for a good hour or two, and we're just bullshitting. But you got a tough box, all because the some idiot neighbor charges on me, or tried to press charges on me for something that was just not a thing. I guess this is no longer the Zach and Zac Show takeover. This is just Zach taking over. Because the other Zach is pulling Nick.
I hit the back key instead of clicking the right thing.
Oh,
I hit the
you're back,
key
Nick.
And it kicked me out. Yeah, it kicked me out. I hit the back key. I'll tell you exactly what I did. I was reading Jess's comment while you were talking, and I hit the back key instead of the X, and it kicked me out completely.
Okay, so what you're saying is you pulled a Nick.
No, I did not. I'm telling you exactly what I did. In my stupidness, I hit back instead of X. Oh, come on. Oh, I was still listening. I mean, seriously, it's too damn funny. It really is.
Yeah, and then, we've got viewers saying this is true. A house I rented once had syringes on the inside ledge of the closet. Yeah, you never trust a rental house. Never trust a rental house. And if you are a person who owns a house and are thinking about renting the house out, always have the police come search the house after they move out before you rent it to somebody else. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. Rent it out and then let the cops search it so the other people get blamed, not you.
Hey, why not?
But I give no legal advice on this show, mind you. This is all shtick because 90% of this show is shtick.
Well, and at the same time, we're not the ones with the degrees for legal advice.
Oh, God, no. I wouldn't trust me with legal advice.
So there's our disclaimer.
Here's my degree.
And this is one of my degrees.
Devil's Cut.
Oh, I'm sure.
Straight from the decanter.
Make sure it comes back to me.
But no,
right.
You know how I know I shouldn't call you Nick, and I apologize.
No, it's all right. I get it. I mean, I kind of did a royal fuck up because I set myself up to be called Nick there. So it's all right. And you've paused in a very awkward position because your internet crapped out and you just look like you've seen something totally amazing that you've never seen before, kind of like being a showstopper, like you just finally saw it. And it just totally stopped the show to where you have no clue what the hell I'm saying, what shit I'm talking, and I absolutely love it. But you're right to call me Nick. I will say that. At the same time, yes, I have become the showstopper again. This is your host with Zac with an H. We will wait for him to come back into the studio, which he's getting ready to do right now because he just disconnected. He's reconnecting now, and he'll go ahead and switch it back in a moment, I'm sure. Or he's sitting in the background, rather enjoying my rambling and trying to figure out where to come in at so that way he can blast me and put me back in my place, because I'm not really the host of this shit. He is. Okay, hopefully he comes back, because this is kind of weird that he's done it like this, if he's doing this, or if his internet completely crashed. Where's he at? I know, awkward silence. Sorry. Oh, Zac, come back anytime now. We know you're going to blame it on your internet. We know you're going to blame it on your internet going out. But at the same time, you just kind of pulled a Nick yourself, and I know you can hear me.
Unless it froze again.
No, well, I mean, we don't have picture, but I can hear you, and yeah, you know, you're talking shit about me pulling a Nick, and now you've done it.
There's a picture.
Yeah,
it just has a little thing. It is a picture. It's just, live feed. Oh, you want to see my camera? I see. I understand now. My bad.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Now you're back. It's all right. I know. I get it. If you got to take care of something, you got to take care of something, whatever. But, you know, you talking about me pulling a Nick. What about you there?
Well, the difference is
the awkward position that you froze in, it kind of gives it away there that your internet shit out on you.
If I was actually leaving, I'd end the broadcast and not let it run in the background.
Well, the thing is, though, if your internet shits out, you have no control anymore.
Yeah, nobody else can end the broadcast. It would just keep going.
No, and if I were to leave, it'd keep on going and going and going.
Like the Energizer Bunny.
Sure. Oh.
If only he would use solar power, we'd be fine.
Yeah. What do you need now? Oh.
And yes, it did happen yesterday. In fact, it happens every show anymore. I don't know what's up with my internet. It's starting to irritate the hell out of me.
The manager is not managing appropriately in order to allow you to have the internet bandwidth you need.
Do you mean I don't pay for even thicker internet than what I already have because I'm already paying?
No, I'm blaming the manager for not doing her job.
No, that's social media manager, not show manager, you jackfuck. You're the producer. You're the one who's supposed to be making sure all this shit works.
If I could put you on my plan, I probably would.
If they could hook it up to work right. Oh, damn. Oh, you crossed.
That'd be wild to have you like on my 1 gig right now.
No, you crossed the line apparently.
Yeah, well, you know, I never expected to really get any pay unless your ticket was the one that won because of Michigan, you know.
Well, let's put it this way: you have to buy a ticket to win a ticket.
Okay. So that'll lead to another conversation later.
Well, yeah, I should have bought a fucking ticket.
Well, I mean, you were talking about buying a ticket, but you never actually bought one?
It depends on where you're at. Some of these fucking gas stations are like, well, you have to use cash to buy lottery tickets. It's the law. Yeah. And I'm like, no, you really don't at all. It is not.
Pennsylvania switched to where you can actually do it debit.
Yeah.
Because it's coming from your bank account.
Right. You can't use a credit card. You have to use a debit card.
Yeah, in other words, it has to be cash, either cash in hand or debit card.
No, I've had people literally refuse to accept a card.
Oh yeah, and that's because they don't. That's because that business is not paying for the technology to be able to use a debit card for lottery.
It's not even that. It's because it's all the same system. No, it's not that. It's they don't want to pay the fee because they collect all the money from the purchase then.
Well, actually, if you do debit, the fee's on you. If you do credit, the fee's on them. I don't know if you knew that or not. Your bank actually winds up paying the debit fee.
Well, then I'm going to use credit still.
Yeah, credit winds up actually saving the bank's money. Debit winds up making the banks lose money.
Right. I'm going to have you take and handle the show for like 30 seconds.
Oh, no. Okay, go ahead. I'll figure this out. I'll ramble on about something stupid again. And he's gone. So, yeah. So, I mean, like I was saying there, people don't really realize that banks have to eat the cost if you run debit. That's why they always try and tell you, hey, run your card as credit. So that way they don't have to eat the cost, which it's usually like $3 at the very most. At the very most, $3 that they're having to pay if you use your card as debit. But yeah, a lot of the places, there's actually a link between their lottery ticket machines and the debit card readers to be able to count that, because they have to account with two different machines the purchase of a lottery ticket.
See, I would literally just say I'm just not drunk enough for this conversation, but I'm still trying to drink away last night's show.
Well, at the same time, I went ahead and went into a segue that I do know very little about. I'll admit it, very little.
Oh no, that's fine. I'm just saying,
so
I literally had to go refill my glass, and I was like, I'm trying to drink away yesterday.
When you were blasting me, I had to drain the tank. So
best time to blast.
Yeah, the last time you were actually blasting me, other than when I was an idiot and hit the back key instead of the X.
Right. Which, if you had set up your own studio, you would have a lot less issue.
Studio right now that I have isn't too damn bad.
No, but you're constantly moving around instead of keeping the lighting in one spot.
No, it is what it is. I kind of like it.
Well, no, I want to get you off of your phone, really, is what I'm saying, but...
Okay, well, what's going to happen here? I can tell you this. I made the Amazon purchase, and Tuesday my new power cord for the laptop will be here, replacing the one that the dog ate.
Ghosts are after you.
Hey, that's fine by me.
Yeah, right here. Ghosts are after you.
We all deal with ghosts or demons, so it's all right.
I keep my demons internal.
I try.
You're either not drinking enough or you're drinking too much. One of the two, you're not doing it.
Well, with the way my back is right now, it actually does feel better to walk around a little bit. I'll admit that.
Well, I understand, but what I'm getting at is, like, I've got it right now. I don't have a good studio. I'm in my living room, right? But it works, and it looks better than what the old studio did, which is like the weirdest corner setup that I could have.
Well, I thought this was kind of better than having the sewage pipe running behind me.
Oh, I'm not taking away from that. I'm just saying, if there's a chair sat down and you were sitting there, if we get some like decor behind you.
Yeah, if it was a more comfortable chair than what I have available to me right now.
Right. I mean, do we need to invest? Do we need to invest in your studio?
You can go ahead and place an Amazon order for an office chair.
Okay, so we need you guys to donate then to the Zach needs an office chair donation.
Oh my God! Oh, you pawned it off that quick on the viewers. Wow.
Well,
I haven't heard you go on this rambling for a while, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. It'd be better if we had somebody else here for this one, but what's happening in Cyberfrog?
Oh, it's a waiting game. But he switched from we had been getting trading cards for being the Google join thing. You know what I mean? Like, some people they have where they're big enough they can actually have you donate to them specifically, but Google gets like say it's $5, they only get like $3 because Google takes $2 themselves.
Yeah.
He's doing Patreon now, and I guess it's like $10 for monthly trading cards instead. So, $5 for maybe every 3 months versus $10 for every month. I would say I would be getting my money's worth. I haven't decided to do it yet, but and that's the same thing. The one, oh my God, get out of my office!
What is that you're yelling at?
That is a bird. That is a parakeet.
Oh my God!
Can you not hear it?
Your bird.
Can you not hear it?
A little bit in the background, but not very much.
For me, it overpowers you. I'm glad I don't have a studio microphone in here right now then, because if you can barely hear it, it's just like, tweet, 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 tweet. And I'm like, oh my God, it grabs this chain and then it just starts fluttering the fuck away. Like it's trying to, like a bad freaking airplane takeoff. Like, wow. It's like Marines flying Ospreys. It doesn't go anywhere except down. That was a little cold.
Ouch!
But it happened.
I mean, not as cold as me telling a friend of mine whose husband is a Marine that
when will they
when
just
she
stop?
told me she was making dinner for him, that I told her, "Oh, what? You're heating up the crayons in the microwave, making rainbow soup?"
When will they just stop using the Osprey? Have they not realized this thing only crashes?
Yeah, I mean it's got a safety record worse than the Chinook. And the Chinook, by all the laws of physics, should not fly.
I know. I'm just saying. If the user,
it's worse than a bumblebee.
If the users thought I went too far, I'm sure they would put in the comments they thought I went too far. But no. Anyways, no. So that's what's going on there. I've thought about starting our own Patreon, but we need to get a few more viewers to make it worth it.
Yep.
I want to sell merchandise. I just don't know how to go about. I have to research it a bit more. But I'd expect you to have some of the merchandise and wear it.
Hey, if it's comfortable, I'll wear it.
Well, yeah, but the problem is I have to, come up with decent designs. And we don't even have a good logo. Every time I try getting somebody to draw a logo for the show, nothing.
You mean Nick?
Well, yeah, Nick, Jason, like a bunch of different people. Oh. So, I mean, if our viewers know anybody who has artistic talent, get a hold of us because, we don't pay very good.
We're going to revert to 4- and 3-year-olds to do it.
Right, and we don't pay good. So, I mean, I've still got comic books I've been waiting on from 2 different artists that nobody's drawn a single fucking panel. Not page. Not chapter. Panel.
Wow.
Panel.
I don't know anything with that type stuff, but still.
Do you know anybody who does? Well, a panel is like...
A panel is like the preview.
No. No, like when you read, open up a comic book page, right? One page, there's multiple little scenes cut out, like storyboarding. That's called a panel. Each one of those is a panel.
Oh, okay.
So I can't even get one panel. They'd be like, right now on the screen, there's you and there's me. There's 2 panels, right? I can't even get one of them drawn.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. It's bad.
Yeah. I'm going to have to get back to cooking, though, here in a few minutes.
It's a crock pot.
Yes, but I got to add the noodles.
Pulling a Nick.
Actually, I'll go ahead and do that while I'm talking to you guys. So if you don't see me, you know why.
Ooh, we have Cooking with Zac.
Oh, my God. No.
How will he fuck it up today?
Well, I'm doing crock pot chicken Alfredo.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so he's stirring the noodles We can see he got the
No, I'm actually stirring the sauce with chicken already in it. The sauce has already been cooked in the crock pot.
And he's moving that arm. It looks like a bad. Is that a Dutch rudder going on right there? I'm not really sure what's going on. We're watching him stir something with this spoon. Okay, he's off panel. I think he may be getting may be getting some noodles to pour into that crock pot there. You know,
we'll two things of thin spaghetti because we don't really prefer fettuccine.
Angel hair spaghetti.
No, not angel hair.
No, but it could be. You should have been.
No, angel hair is almost too fine.
What are you making?
Chicken Alfredo.
No, there's half your problem. There's no Alfredo cooked in my house.
You don't do Alfredo?
I do. My wife doesn't. So the trade-off is if
what
somebody
about
doesn't.
Rosé or rose sauce?
Right. The trade-off is
depending on where you are, how much how it's pronounced.
The trade-off is if somebody doesn't like something, we just don't cook it because it would be a waste. We're not cooking 2 meals.
Yeah. Now what I got to do?
Yes, we have cooking with Zac. Oh, she even put an H on it. Yes, cooking, but there's a space between the. So cooking NG. Oh, you're National Guard now. Awesome. I didn't know you transferred out of the reserve.
No. I'm not Guard. No, I don't answer to the state at all.
How is DC in a parking garage?
Better than where I've been overseas. Did I go there?
Okay, so we have. That's it. I am sending our aprons. I think it means you aprons. We need a cooking with Zac apron to sell on to our viewers. That's what we need.
You know what? If you want to do that, wait until summertime and I fire up the smoker.
We can do it. I've already said if I could get my wife to do it, right? We'll order a bunch of wine and she'll do a 5-minute review on wine online, where she'll literally say this is garbage and I hate wine.
Yeah.
Well, but it's got to be during the summertime because she's got to be outside because that shit is going everywhere the second it touches her tongue.
So now that I have added the noodles.
Yeah, we need your face on it. And
so now that I've added the noodles, what I'm going to wind up doing is go ahead and actually change this from warm to low.
I'll keep with the cooking. No, unless we go visit his house, then we'll eat his cooking.
Now, they were asking me if I wanted to throw broccoli in with it. I said, not this time.
Yeah. I mean, you could, but...
you know what? Just the chicken. I think I actually doctored up the sauce right. I actually used Bertolli sauce, but I wound up tweaking it just a little bit. A couple other things added into it. So... mainly garlic salt, and then actually some grated Parmesan cheese to melt into it.
We've got wine is gross, but broccoli is good. Yes, but what if I made a broccoli wine? Then would they be a good wine?
You know what? That's worth trying. You can actually legally make your own wine now.
No,
so go ahead, try it.
I've looked at the kit. Tell me. I just got to get the setup. I've thought about it.
So the noodles are added, and I just go ahead and change it to low. So first off, okay, with the way I did all this, because we have cooking with Zac with an H, I throw the chicken in there, basically with adobo, a little bit of water, and it's literally frozen boneless chicken breast. Throw it in there for 4 hours on high. Shred it, drain off the excess liquid and everything. Add in all the sauce that I'm going to need. And wind up going ahead and let that set for about 2 hours on warm, so that way I don't have the sauce sticking to the sides. You throw in the noodles about 30 to 45 minutes prior to when you want to eat and switch it to low, and they actually cook in the sauce. Then it's done. Simple crock pot chicken. Chicken Alfredo. Simple.
I think we've got a comment coming within about 10 seconds because there is a delay. But when I see type. Oh, that's what we got. We got.
Probably think I'm crazy.
No, you're putting people to sleep because you don't know how to explain cooking. But when I type in, I give you new titles to go with your cooking show, I get laughs.
Yeah, exactly.
Zac the Roadkill Chef.
Ooh, roadkill chef, huh?
That's what I went with.
Is that implying when I hit the deer on election day?
No, that was implying that your food will taste as good as roadkill.
No, see, no, it never is like that. Nope.
No, it would have to, because again, like I said, my wife does not like Alfredo, and so thus, because she doesn't like Alfredo, to her it tastes as good as roadkill. That was the joke, because you're making Alfredo. But or you can make like Texas Roadhouse and have a roadkill.
Yeah.
Which is just chop steak. So, which, mind you, wasn't even dawning on me, just because when I order food and they ask you, how do you want that done? I came back with medium rare.
Ooh.
And yeah, I fucked up and forgot that, because just out of nowhere, I would never think a roadkill steak should even be questioned, or a chopped steak should even be questioned on the degree of cooking.
Oh no!
It's one thing if you're going to like Red Robin and they've got the thick burgers. Yeah, a little pink is okay. A little pink.
Yeah. Like medium well in between there.
Yeah, I don't need a charred burger. Yeah,
and I always try and put it to them where it's like medium to medium well, it's fine. So that way they're not like, oh shit, I overdid it.
Right. Yeah, well, and any good chef for a restaurant chef, right? Not like, like we're not talking like your desserts or anything. We're talking restaurant cooking. You always cook it one level below what they order it. Because you can throw a steak back on the grill, you can't take a steak and uncook it. You can cook it farther, but you can't uncook the steak. So the issue then comes, nobody does that anymore.
Yeah, for me with a steak, I usually say medium. If it comes out a little bit more than that, okay, I'm fine with that.
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. We got some breaking news here. Breaking news on blah blah blah. ABC's This Week, it's a show title, edits out Schumer's unfortunate Trump gaffe on the Senate floor. They edited it out where he said, what he said. Okay, and I'm sorry, non-political. This is just he said it on the Senate
fine.
floor.
It's all right with me.
No, he said, I'm saying this is not political for the viewers. I'm not picking sides on this one. This is just, make no mistake.
In the media more than anything.
Right. No. It's not even the media. He said, make no mistake, there will be a trial. And when that trial ends, senators will have to decide if they believe Donald John Trump incited the insurrection against the United States. They edited it out.
Insurrection and then changed it to insurrection. Yep. Yeah.
Right, and then he corrected himself on the Senate floor. Got it, Freudian slip. It's just funny on its own. They edited it out as though he never even said it, and that's how we change history.
Yep.
Sorry, let the dude have his.
How old was it? How old is he?
I don't know.
Schumer.
Trump in his 70s,
yeah.
but.
Far be it to accuse a man of being on Viagra at that age with a young wife that looks like that. Let him have his Viagra.
Well, in inciting one, inciting an erection, it's just like.
Did I say
that? I'm sure maybe somebody he is, but that's probably the money. The money is inciting erection. I'm more concerned about impeachment for insurrection. We should not impeach Trump.
I don't care about him taking Viagra.
Well, no, it's not. It wouldn't be Trump taking it. If somebody finds Trump so attractive with his weird hair and his orange face and his white little freaking like tanning eyes, if they find him attractive enough that they become aroused, that's their business. But we don't need to discuss it on the Senate floor, and we don't need to impeach Trump because somebody else found him attractive. Not my concern. Okay.
I like how you're spinning that. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, that's great. That's great.
And just like that, we've hit an hour and 9 minutes, and this conversation has not gone dry.
No.
Whereas
In
you're
fact,
like,
it's probably getting deeper.
well, and the thing is, everybody else on like the last show, it literally was okay. I'm surprised anybody stayed listening the whole time.
Exactly.
When it started,
from what I saw, it was one of those.
Yeah, and then that's when I was like, are you posting? Oh yeah, I check my Instagram every day. Yeah, but do you post to it? Well, no. The last time you posted the thing was like 3 months ago. Don't tell people to follow you if there's nothing to follow.
Yeah.
On that note, follow me on that Instagram at MPJags.
Yeah, and I don't have Instagram, so sorry about your luck.
Okay, hold on. No, God damn it, he muted it.
Go ahead.
Okay, apparently he hasn't posted since July. No, I need your face has to be there for this. We just gotta wait. We gotta wait. Hope I don't get lose train of thought and trying to distract myself because you're terrorizing through the house. I also want to know if based on our because I've avoided discussing the topic. I think my internet's about to drop. You better hurry.
You're good. Go for it.
Okay. The internet started doing its little screwy thing on the lights on the stupid thing. So, but I put in the all capitals WHO again in the title. So we'll see what happens. We might get a little notice. And I've avoided the topic altogether other than just like briefly saying this house was because I want to see if it triggers off only the name. But you need to get an Instagram, right? And if all you do is post up the cooking of your house, literally call yourself Zach the Roadkill Chef.
Yeah, like my name got changed too.
Right. Literally just make it about food.
Oh, my. Well, I can tell you, when it comes warmer months, when it comes to food on the weekends, I try and do something in the smoker. I really do.
Are you going to buy me a smoker?
I really actually enjoy it. Huh?
Are you going to buy me a smoker?
This is one that I actually inherited. This was my dad.
So the answer is no.
So totally different story there with that one, right?
So you're gonna come visit and bring your smoker, is what you're saying?
I could. I very well could.
Well, I know roughly about
pickup. They can go into bed.
Roughly about June, you guys are coming to visit, anyways. So.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. June, I'm gone most of the month.
Well, I guess it's a good thing somebody else can drive cars. But moving on.
June, I'll be gone for like 2.5, 3 weeks.
It's always excuses with you.
Orders. They're already being cut.
But anyways, by the way, laying your phone down like that with your thumb out like that and then it freezing like that at that angle really is inappropriate.
You're welcome.
So just throwing that one out there.
But you're welcome.
But now mind you, no hickory in your smoker.
Okay.
I'm allergic to hickory. My wife will murder anyone who tries to allow me to get near hickory.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, literally, she'll kill anybody who allows me to go near it because I'll try.
Mesquite, apple, cherry.
Yeah, fine with those. It's just hickory.
Okay.
And,
well, that's good to know.
Right, and no chicken on bone. I don't. If chicken's got bone in it, I don't. No.
Well, the wings.
Now, boned chicken, I'll touch. Not bone-in chicken. That's the funniest thing. Sorry, it's a for anybody who is a cook, has any cooking experience. Boned chicken is chicken with no bone. Boned, B-O-N-E-D, boned. Boned chicken.
Oh, boneless.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, like the wings, I do in the smoker with the bone in.
I won't eat chicken on bone at all.
Huh.
My wife doesn't really eat wings, but I mean, she'll touch them a little bit at like what is that Buffalo Wild Wings?
I do the wings in a way that a lot of people aren't really used to, but actually really, really like.
We also don't do a lot of spice in this house.
No, it's not spicy. It's not really spicy. It's more flavor-wise. So I'll thaw the chicken wings, and then this is where people get confused with it, how I do it. I'll actually soak it in apple cider vinegar. So that way you get the bite of the vinegar in. Then I wind up coating it in lemon pepper, not like true coating, but just sprinkling it on and then throw it in the smoker and let the wood chips do their job.
Yeah, so it's lemon pepper chicken. That's fine. But I still don't touch chicken on bone. Like there's something about it just like turns my stomach instantly. Like I don't get drums. Like drumsticks the closest I can touch, but I really don't like if you got a wing or anything like that, I won't touch the damn thing. That's why I stay away from KFC. Yeah, it disgusts me. Like it just turns my stomach. I think it's because you can see the blood vessels and the tendons and all the nonsense still in it.
Oh.
I don't know. I just know it just turns my stomach. I won't touch it.
Yeah.
But I'll get a fucking T-bone and I'll eat that freaking meat right off the fucking bone.
You'll chew the bone.
Fuck. If it's in the way, yeah.
And then I do pork like 10 different ways too, so it just depends on what you want. Sweet, savory, stuff like that. You know, I mean, I can nail it with pork, whatever you want.
I don't know. You're buying.
And when it comes to brisket, my in-laws, you know, they'll do the stuff themselves too. But my in-laws will even be like, they'll eat my brisket over anybody else's in a heartbeat. And I actually start like 2 to 3 days earlier with it.
Well, but what about Arby's? I mean, they got a good brisket.
Oh, I'd beat the shit out of that.
Their brisket is just horrible, dude. Like it's everything you want it to be, but none of it goes together right.
Yeah, like I start marinating 2 days before I ever put it on the smoker.
Now, what I miss is Texas. You go to Arby's and they have the giant hat that takes up the whole freaking yard because everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah.
By the way, Whataburger. We need to get down to get some damn Whataburger from Texas. I'm gonna have to drive my wife down to Texas and literally just get Whataburger.
What is this? Somebody just sent this to me. Hold on.
He's got excuses, like always. Yeah, not really a meat eater, apparently. One viewer. You got excuses. What's this? Somebody sent me something. The conversation.
Oh, yeah, I can see that happening. Anyhow.
He's muting his mic. Well, there goes the show. Like Nick.
No, I'm here.
Go. He's got to
come here.
I'm here. Oh shit! I'm getting my blue ring. I'm getting the blue ring. Is it about to do it? Ooh, is the internet gonna hold? Oh, it held. Yay, we win.
What? You were getting a blue ring of death?
No. Right, that next to the cursor when you get that little blue spiral ring, like it's loading something.
Oh, like loading, yeah.
Yeah. Used to be like on Mac at the pinwheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing. And it's the whole internet in the house. It's not even just.
Love you, bud.
It drops out constantly.
Mm-hmm. He's going to his friend's house, so sorry about that.
Okay, so
that shit, yeah.
Hold on, parenting therapist here for the Nick and Zac Show. I thought your kid was grounded.
He hasn't been able to play with this friend of his in like 2 or 3 months. So, and I don't have to drive him, thankfully. So, because of this right here, I keep on going.
Well, right, but grounded is grounded. You're a way more lenient parent than I ever had. Let's go with that.
Mama went ahead and did away with the grounding on both of them.
Oh, so you lost. Indefinite's not It became very defined.
It's over now. Don't mess with that. You're going to get hurt.
So indefinite is defined now. Is defined as over.
Yeah, it's over.
And if it was left up
to
you,
dog now.
If it was left up to you, they would be grounded for another month and a half, both of them.
Well, at least through Tuesday when I'm home with them. No.
Oh, that's okay. Mine finally gets to go back to school tomorrow.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh.
Somebody gets to get a break.
Right, the best break.
And play with a new dishwasher.
But that's okay.
And not have to worry about hand washing dishes.
Well, no, that's okay. It gets better. I got a message on here.
With a dishwasher no longer hooked up directly to copper line.
Oh no, I broke the sink earlier today too. Like the thing got the little strainer thing got stuck, and I had to yank, and it pulled the whole thing out.
Oh no!
Not the drain, but the interior piece. Yeah. So
the piece that goes from the sink to the pipe.
Okay, so you got that spiral thing, and then there's that net where it thatches over to the circle where it actually screws in. We got actual physical screw-in ones, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that whole piece separates out. There's an O-ring, and it popped out completely. By the way, I think you've got a spy because we got a third viewer.
Oh, it'd be fine if we have a spy.
Yeah. No, nobody's making comments right now. We've got.
So what weather are you all expecting out there tomorrow?
Winter weather advisory. That's all we've got right now. It's just weather advisory.
How much whatever you're supposed to get?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to it. Look, whatever it's going to be, I won't trust a dispatcher to tell me how much snow there is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's on a map. It's 500 miles, though.
Now, it's not supposed to happen until tomorrow afternoon out here when it really starts, but we're supposed to get anywhere from 3 to 5 total, but there's like a half-inch coating of ice in there somewhere, too. So we'll see what the hell happens.
We've got 2 to 5 with ice.
Yeah, we got 3 to 5 with ice thrown in there, and of course I'm already off Tuesday for other reasons. We won't go into that on the show, but I'd probably be calling out on Tuesday.
Right. But I like how all our viewers feel free to leave comments. There's a delay, but whoever you are, make comments in where it says live chat. Click on that.
I wonder how much weather Jess is expecting. Probably none.
Sunny
80 degrees.
Oh, no, there was rain. I heard about that one yesterday. There was rain and roads were flooding out. It's like it rains like once a year out here. It's like, yeah, well, some of I guess your tax dollars aren't being wasted.
So that's the one time out of the year that you can't drive around on smooth tires?
I would say
59,
we got
59. I was corrected.
59 degrees, but we also
that was probably the low though.
You're getting a donut, so glaze, snow and glaze, so it's a donut. Punchki season. It is punchki season, mind you, and I accidentally grabbed the lemon punchkis, but they're not horrible. I can deal with it. Yeah, the punchkis dry out quick. That's the one downside with punchkis. And they'll leave out.
What is that?
Walmart will leave punchkis sit out all fucking the same boxes.
Is it a type of donut?
You don't know what a punchki is?
No.
Oh my god.
Oh, here we go. I'm getting corrected and learned on something. I'm getting edumacated. Giving me an edumacation.
Punchki.
Okay. Well, I can't see it really clearly.
Paczki. They're usually covered in powder or a chocolate or a glaze.
Well, I can't see what they are there. You got to pick one up for me to see. It's a special type of donut.
Yeah, but it's not. It's a Lent thing.
Oh.
They come out. This is Polish, if I remember right. The punchki is.
So that's how you get around giving up donuts?
No. Okay, so in classic Lent, what would happen is you would empty out all the sweets and the sugars from your cupboard, right? And you were talking traditional, old style.
Yeah.
You know, Polish. The Polish did the punchki, so every place had its thing. So you'd empty all those sweets out because you're giving it up for Lent. Hold on. So, anyways, you'd give that stuff up, and so what you don't want all that food to go to waste. So it is the richest, sugariest fucking donut you could get, and that's the concept of it.
Okay.
And I grew up. Punchkis were like the shit. Like, yeah, come punchki season, everybody's getting punchkis, right? So I separate punchkis from Lent. It only comes out once a year. You will only find punchkis in the store during leading up to Fat Tuesday.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, come because after Fat Tuesday turns into Ash Wednesday. Ash Wednesday being the start of Lent.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the gist of how all that works.
Oh, all the dumb dogs out back. Anyhow.
But it's one of those. I'm sure we need to probably like wind the show down because we're all getting insane children at this point, mostly on my end. You're able to escape.
Well, I am my end too, but they're inside.
Right. And like I said, we roll the content, not the time. We've hit almost an hour longer than last week's show.
Yes, you mean yesterday's.
So,
Oh my God, I can't clear it.
So.
But this has
been
been
back to the roadkill chef thing.
Right.
Why did chicken cross the road to wind up in my crock pot?
This has been your Zac Show takeover.
Yep. Yep. Another takeover. But yeah. Chicken cross the road to wind up in my crock pot.
Follow us on Facebook at the Nick and Zac Show. And that's the Nick and Zac Show. Instagram, go ahead and follow me, Zach of the Nick and Zac Show. I'm at MP Jags. Roadkill Chef doesn't have his own Instagram yet, but that's to be in the works of being fixed, so he can take pictures of alcoholic drinks sitting on his counter, and that he's going to drink that night, and of foods he's cooking.
And the roadkill that I scraped off the pavement the night before.
Right.
We'll go with it. I'm
right,
good with it.
But let's not toe any lines. Let's not just take pictures of random roadkill.
Unless it's prepared.
Right. Unless it's a chopped steak.
All right.
Let's not pull inappropriate pictures on a message board.
Oh my!
Hey, go figure. That one was a Nick too.
Yeah.
But we'll get him hooked up with an Instagram so we can post that up too. Email us at the Nick and Zac Show, gmail.com. One day I'll figure out how to get this up here. And then we'll start catching you guys next time. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. We have one user on here who doesn't seem to understand that they would get the link if they were subscribed whenever we go live. So, if you're on watching the show, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we go live, and even like or I guess dislike the video. Click the thumbs up, thumbs down. That's how this thing works. It's called YouTube. It's not new.
At this point, not new.
No, not new. It works. So, I think that's the gist of how the show closes out. Isn't that the damnedest thing?
Yeah, exactly. It actually wound down.
I know.
Instead of slamming into a concrete or immovable force.
That's what I was thinking. Oh, there you go. How's that one work for you?
Ooh.
Or we got the block's not quite the same. There's always the default.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
All right, that works.
Yeah, eventually
Everybody have fun.
Uploaded, so we'll go from there. But I've been your host, Zach, and this is our
Roadkill Chef.
Other Zach.
Zach with an H.
Right, with an H. And you guys...
Y'all have a wonderful evening.
He even knows how to close out a show. Today's going great.
Y'all have a wonderful evening. We'll see you next time.